Now I'm going to do this. Here we go. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I just want to thank you, Lord. You know, it was a time when I brought in the New Year's years ago, Riverside Faith Temple, and I'll never, ever forget Pastor Joseph Sims. And this was during a time of my life when I was going through, I had lost my children. This is in my book. They were in foster care. And they had separated my children. And I was so, so broken. And I remember that New Year's, and there was no place of refuge, no place of hope, no place of peace for me, but to be in the house of the Lord. You know, I'm living a crazy life, and I was just at my wit's end. I was just at rock bottom. And I went to church that Sunday, or it wasn't even Sunday, it was New Year's Eve, bringing in the New Year's. And Pastor Sim started singing that song, and, you know, and I just broke down, and I'm crying. And I remember just worshiping, and I felt the Lord holding me in my pain. And I had my eyes closed, and Pastor Sims came over to me and he said, Aqua, there's this glow all around you. Now, I don't even know if he knew what I was going through, but I tell you what, God knew. And even in that, he was holding me. He was carrying me through my pain, through my heartache. And to this day, I cherish that. I cherish that New Year's because it'll be a part of my life forever, because that was really one of my turning points at that time, when I just wanted to just surrender all, because there was nowhere else to go but to the rock. The rock of my salvation is Christ. And at that time, it was in Riverside. And, you know, he's not here with us. He's with the Lord now. But I tell you what, I met him, I think I was about 12 years old when I started going to Riverside Faith Temple. And that church family became my family, and my life changed. You know, but I went back and forth through life. I had to go through some things in life. I realize now, as my walk to become the person I am today, I had to experience some things, as we all do in our lives, whether, you know, if you ever go astray this way or that way, or you just stay straight. I know there's people that have grew up in church. You know, they come from pastors as their parents, and they knew as a kid. I've heard a couple of pastors say this. They knew at 8 years old or 5 years old or 10 years old that they were going to be pastors. So they've never had a drink. They've never done things that I've done in life. But that was their road, and that was their path. But my path was a bit different. And my experiences were a lot different, actually. And I know with my experiences, they made me who I am today. And I look back at my life. When I look back, I don't look back and say, oh, woe is me, you know, or whatever. I look back and I see those things, and I am grateful. I'm grateful for every part of my life, even though there's some things that, you know, I wish I hadn't done, but I did it. So today I can say I thank God for those experiences, because they grew me, they formed me, they shaped me. It was like God was making me and molding me and chiseling some things off, so that today I know that those things, I won't go there again. So I thank God for that. And I just wanted to share that with you, because I want to encourage you that whatever you're going through, God has made a way of escape for you. You may not see it right now. You may not understand what you're dealing with right now or what it's feeling like right now. But if you allow God to shape you and form you, and you just don't quit, don't give up, at the end of this road, you'll look back in hindsight and say, wow, that's why that happened. And you'll be a more joyful person in the long run. Stick with it.